Herkese merhaba arkadaşlar. Biomutant serimize kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Çok güzel geliştirmeler yaptık, fullledik. Max level'de oynuyoruz dediğim gibi. Güzel silahlar, güzel katanalar zanaat ettim. Alın. Bu değil de oyunda sanki biraz ses sorunu var ha.
That there's Subnautica Station. Goop flounders around in there.
Nasıl içeri kadar gidiyor lan?
Let's see.
Bakmaya gerek yok. Devam. Selamünaleyküm.
Says it's... Goop says you were always so righteous as a child, and he can... Goop says memories fade surprisingly fast. We are all people... He knows he's easy to remember.
Hafızanın bir şeyleri bizim için sakladığını ve biz onlarla tekrar
Goop says our memory keeps open. He understands you've returned to face Lupa Lupin. That's the destiny. He says that the catastrophe back then didn't vanquish the good in you. It's now the time has come for you to remember and act. Your life is your life, not the story you're told about it. He understands why you seek revenge, but he doesn't think you realize how that...
See? On my side. Go, dark, go.
Only the dark speaks in absolutes. Well,
Oh, get snuffed, light.
let the light shine!
Says life on the Goo is wide open. You have so many choices of where to go. Some harder than others, of course. Which kind do you like? Best to stick close to the shore then, where the Goo isn't so deep. That's like being...
Tamam baba.
Figures the world is a goner. Even the Goo will go gone
Biri
gone.
gitmiş olacak.
Thanks you for doing everything you could to deep. Wonders why you're flapping around with the Jagni. They spend too much time nesting to do anything fun. Thinks you're only proving his... But hey...
Hadi babacım ya. Allah Allah. Rahat oldu.
Right way to change altitude. Nothing is dry anymore.
Artık çift silah taşıyoruz arkadaşlar. Ne oldu lan? Ne oldu ya? Alo.
Hello.
Such a bright day to wander around in. That's just awful. Watch your step around here. Bet something's up there. Tell it to gallop. Thoughts? There's so much more below the ground. He seems happy to talk. Wonders if you're sure you should be out on such a dark night. Even the has plenty to do. He seems surprised. He seems happy to talk. He shouldn't need to remind you that he needs scrap to upgrade the Googlide. He seems happy to talk. Glad you're working with out-of-date. No one else knows how to fight the World Eaters like... Thanks to you, the Jagni tribe has grown stronger. Has plenty to do, so no... He seems happy to talk. Grateful you're on the same side. Team fixing the world. Here's the Southeast World Eater has 3 heads. Says talking to you. He seems happy to talk. He shouldn't need to remind you that he needs... The stars never give enough light. Lots of notices on the board for things that made sense in the days when the surf was a lot cleaner. Interesting to see what... In the old days, this was a port. You should be... Whatever you do it right, or don't do it at all. Up, down, all around. Down a trail.
Harbiden buradan gidince oluyormuş. Hayır hayır. Senin kalıbına sıçayım. Öyleymiş lan. Şaka gibi değil mi? Rezillik amına koyayım ya. Ne bileyim amına koyayım, hiç ipten atlamadık ki.
That one wasn't so smart.
İyi.
Fashioned from quality.
İyi, alıştık artık oyuna.
It's awful bright out today.
Al babacığım.
Scragged another. Finding things both here and there.
Şimdi oldu işte.
Gross. This place stinks. Toxanol's offshore drilling caused oily matter to... Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework.
Hallettim babuş.
He's got the goo glide functional. You'll have a pull hook and a salgin. There's debris floating around on the surf that might be blocking your... Goop says Gizmo's devised a cannon for the goo glide, but instead of bullets, it flips quacks. Squeaky distractions for the triple attentive pork. The best way to find quacks is to talk to Gulp. He has the bearings. This means you'll have the privilege of visiting Gulp.
Hadi baba yürü. Ya artık suda gidebiliyoruz. Da iyi bir şey.
You're poking around Hockbur, a prime village. This here is the Sinky Dink, home of Gulp, at the very least. Better get moving before the day passes you by.
Baba senle bir et klasına görebilir miyiz?
He's pretty guesses he does. Says you look. Wonders if you could take the time to help a man. Either way, he hopes you find a way to wet your whistle before the world comes to an awful dry end. Sure, but that's nowhere near as quick. Says you should toast the end of the world, but you'd better hurry. Respects how you always try to help. Can't understand. Says you'd be as bummed out as... The drink helps him forget the...
Abi çok konuşuyorsunuz ya.
Time to disembark. The story will go on as long as there is someone there to listen. Feel that thing thrum? The Quack Hollow. It's just lonely. That was fun.
Neydi lan?
Only you can pull you up.
Yetenek çıkarsa bir kalır. Bir. Buraya. Ne alaka XX? Saçmalık.
No time to look back. Too busy moving on.
Dur. Kanka dur boğuluyorum. Oha ne vuruyorum lan? Demek ki son level olunca böyle oluyor.
when you have to blast away many things at once.
İşte bu ya. Dediğim silah buydu aga.
Feeling slashy? You need to line up the switches so they match.
Nerede yanlışlık yaptık? He pardon. Doğru yapmışız lan. Heh. Oo bir dakika. Buraya beyaz gelecekse böyle yapmamız lazım. Heh.
Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework.
Allah Allah yanlış mı? Tamam kopa dön diyor işte.
Wouldn't want to be behind that. The world needs saving. Make the most of the day.
Yok ya. Uğraşamam.
That's enough quacks to sustain the Googlide flipper with infinite ammunition. Goop says he was there when the Porky Puff took out-of-date's After that, Out-of-Date started using his head instead of his legs and came up with the That's how he got tough. He seems happy to talk. Understands you have
Lanma var mı? Yolculuk. Bak buralarda var. Neyse suyla gidebiliriz oraya, sıkıntı.
Can't be too many days like this left at the rate the world is ending.
Oh.
See that broken boat over there? Looks like it still floats. Back to your own power. As long as karma exists, the world changes, and we change with it.
Ben görevmiş. Orki Puffy'yi yen.
It's the porky puff nibbling bug. It took quite a liking to the crunchy stuff after munching down out-of-date's leg. Hook the boom ball and tow it beneath the puff.
Şeylerini bulduk.
Unleash the quacks. Ain't that cute? A tubing playing with quacks.
Çok iyi.
Can you feel it? It's the brisk wind of change. Don't let this opportunity slide.
Doğa kadar toprağın altına gidiyor. Of. Bu özel güç var ya. Ne yaptın amına koyayım ya. Ölüyoruz. Allah Allah. Sen sikeceğim beni abi. Bak baka girdi oyun, bak sikimin oyununa bak. Ya. Öyle anlamıyorum ha. Ya.
He thanks you for dealing with the first World Eater. It's a start. You should go see out of... You're good-hearted enough, so you'll have no problem.
Yeah. Neredesin bıttırayım? Niye binemiyorum lan? Hala bug'da kalmış ha. Anca düzeldi.
There it is, the tree of life. The idea that all life is related by common descent, where the twigs are existing species and those produced in the past represent the succession of the extinct. The tree's great branches were once budding twigs, a connection between the past, present, and future. A representation of all extinct and living species with its ever-branching and beautiful ramifications. We are an evolution of those that came before.
Şimdi oyun mu bitecek? Ne yapacak ya? Ha 4 tane olarak kart. Tamam bu da pek şey değil. Gopa dön. Hop. Gopa bir dönek o zaman.
Goop knows he's repeating himself, but can't help talking to you. Figures your mother would be so proud of you, and how hard you fight. Hopes to... Goop knows he's excited to meet... Wouldn't be. Glad to see you brightening the world. Says Goop knows
Böyle hadi
that
hadi.
monster needs it. Says Goop knows he's repeating. Says the Pichu tribe as well. Says you're well.
Tamam. Bakayım göreve gitmiş mi? Aynen gitmiş. Tamam. Yerden içeri mi gireceğiz? Allah. Ben şu tamam. Geldim babuş.
It's a place well hidden. It's just below the above.
Dört tane ana boss var he. İlkini yendik.
Feels good to be alive.
Oo, sen yine mi buradasın baba?
Out of date's impressed you made it this far, but there's still so much left to do. The end of the world is still on. Thinks it's important that you remember.
Çok konuşuyorlar ya. Ya baksana yarım saatlik bir konuşma var.
That doesn't sound good. Out of date's forebodings are justified. The jumbo puff needs to be taken care of. He explains that Gizmo is working on a scrap walker vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it done.
Yağcın şeyini kurtardık.
He wonders what.
Neredeymiş bu baba? Rakip karakolları ele geçir. İzmir'i ziyaret et. Rakip karakolları ele geçir. Sana bileceğimiz bir yer var mı ona bakıyorum. Dışarı çıkar.
That's the rumor. Go, beastie, go. Let's see.
Yakın yerde yok, mecbur burada. Evet, şimdi ineğimizi bir çağıralım. İnek yok. Canımız sağ olsun.
It's the chug yard.
Lan bunlar hep
Tribes
düşman mı?
always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. Bomper bonkers busy ram banging the door. This is your chance. Ouch.
Oğlum çok vuruyorum lan.
Oh, wow. Bang bang.
Çok eğlenceli ya. Son level.
Everything seems to take longer at night. Let's see.
Silah değiştireyim. Nereye gidiyoruz lan?
Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end, in flames. It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he be... Oh, and he says he knows... Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still... It carries so much hate. Gizmo says he also has He understands. You still believe there's some good in everyone. He says you should know that what's meant to be will... Gizmo understands you still have strong feelings, but...
Take that light!
Really, you ought to use your head instead of your gut. Just remember, you can always find...
Dark. When you already know you're...
Would like to know if you ever doubt the choices you made on the path that brought you to this point. Would you have been happier going in a different... Suppose is... Sad. Grateful to you for coming back and doing your best. Wonder... Says... You should return.
Ya çok şey var ya. Konuşma aşırı var ya.
There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives.
Oksijen yerleri bulmamız lazım.
That's the leftover you're looking for. Take small breaths. Easy does it.
Mecbur buradan gideceğim. Güzel. Hava maskesi mi yapacak? Ne yapacak?
He says that's enough to get the mech on fire.
Lan gidemeyiz herhalde. Nereden gideceğiz?
Not opening for you. You need to line up the switches so they match.
Hava kanalları mı?
That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. The darkness swallows everything at night.
İçeride değil mi o anasını satayım? Kesin içeride baba.
That's a Jagni tribe outpost.
Mehmet S adlı kullanıcıdan mı? Yok baba. Yanlış gidiyoruz herhalde ya. O acaba?
You need to point its face in the right direction. Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the village of Blubbermud, which is maybe as messy as it sounds. Let's see. The vendor a good deal all around.
Niye bakmıyor?
Fair enough all around.
Satış yapan var mı da?
Says the shop. A bargain.
Yok herhalde. Sen ne yapıyorsun?
Ask. Done and done.
Güzel, bunlarla iyi şey yaparız.
The light's coming back.
Ana avradını düşersem ölürüm. Oh. Doğru gelmişiz lan. İyi bari.
That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to.
Bir dakika lan, burada canımız niye azalıyor bizim? Burada bir şey var. Oha oha ananı. Ne oldu? Birden cart diye gitti hepsi.
When a story comes to you, pay attention.
Lan orada hızlı hareket etmem lazım.
That over there is Steepo Depot.
Hızlı. Lan oğlum. Hadi lütfen hadi.
Low tech, but it works.
Ve
Claims he goes after the most dangerous. Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of choosing what to kill and what. You might have a steady aim, but you need. It's hard to make. When it worries that when. Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Enjoys it when he gets the chance. though they're...
Ova bubuk Vaksan mar malva cherry. Ova bubuk Waksan donane ya.
He's not sure about their veggie diet any...
Mishako her Tariman Theodor.
Right now, though, he
Lema Waksan donane ya.
thinks
Waksan donya inan machen. Waksan u intabado ven. Kumu unu shalaf shon.
thinks you have big...
Ne oldu baba? Buradan geçersek ölürüz ya. Bu içeride yer var mı?
Let's see. Get a grip. The struggle is real.
İyi. Yapma. Hani sikeyim ya. İmkansız o zaman oradan geçmek.
It all feels too tight.
Baba Zulu.
Bakayım yukarıda bir şey. Evlerin içine girsek ya da şuradan gitsek. Evlerin içini deneyeceğim abi.
Oh, that helps work the kinks out.
Oğlum burada kaldık lan. İlla bizi ışınlandıracak herhalde. Dur bakalım.
The air's too thin here. Let's see.
Buraya gideceğimize göre buraya gidek, yapacak bir şey yok.
Let's see.
Hayır ya.
Wait, it's the scrip hole-up. Place is just filled with critters.
Herhalde buraya şeyle gireceğiz ya. Bize görevi yanlış yere gönderdi bak. Heh. Şimdi oldu.
Odd things lurk in the darkest parts of the underworld. can't rely on technology all the time. Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested structures, even Toxanol's own buildings. So, in a way, they caused their own death. Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there.
Siktir ya. Heh. Ne oldu şimdi? Ha, şeyi yükseltti. Güzel.
Look at that thing. It's time to create your own path. You need to line up the switches so they match.
Niye şaşırıyor?
Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Time to fill the air with lead.
Silah.
Not getting... out.
Burada rahat rahat gezelim.
In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster.
Bir dakika, gizli oradan dönemeyiz. Tersten gidiyoruz. Arkadan dolanacağız.
Keep your breath shallow as a puddle. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? The grease monkey's mekton is built sturdy, just like himself.
Güzel.
Crack open that tin can and escape. He says that's enough scripts. That's the special weapon he made to store the scripts in the Mekton. Gizmo's made vehicles before to confront the Jumbo Puff himself, but failed. But it's time to put a stop to the World Eater now, otherwise he fears the damage it's caused to the... He asks you to not even think about taking on the... There's time to improve the Mekton... Gizmo wants to help if he can. Says you'll...
Nasıl bu kadar güçsüz oluyor ya? Hızımız bu kadar düşsün ama.
The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin.
Buraya şey yapmamışım ben ya. Neyse ilk buraya gidelim bari. Evet dostlarım, videoyu burada sonlandırıyorum. Bir sonraki görevlerde görüşmek üzere. Şimdilik kendinize iyi bakın. Sağlıcakla kalın.